is seated right here in the studio. I am talking about Barrister Awuni Yalabi, and the topic is this. President Muhammadu Buhari came up. He came very hard on the state governors in the recent times. He accused them of stealing local government funds. And local government is regarded as the third tier of government in this country. They have responsibility to the people under them. They provide amenities. They rehabilitate roads. They build roads. They provide street lights, electricity to rural areas, provide health facilities. Those are their functions, almost the same with the state. But for the state government or state governors to now allegedly steal what belongs to them is our topic for discussion today on the program. And somebody who is eminently qualified to take us through the technical nitty-gritty of all this is seated right here in the studio. I'm talking about Barrister Awuni Yalabi. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, the local government is the third tier of government. When it did become a colony of the state government?
Well, thank you. Like your intro, the philosophy behind the establishment of local governments is actually to bring government and governance to the local communities. Like you have said, the communities in the local governments, they are put together. Those are the people who have common interests. Maybe they are in the same area, the same economic ideas, cultural ideas. That's why they are together. And because in Nigeria, the headquarters of the federal government is in Abuja now, people cannot be going from the various local governments to Abuja to come and do something. The president will not go down. Neither the governor, who is even closer to them, will go down to every nook and crannies of the local government. That is the essence and the philosophy behind the establishment of local government. And like the president has said, the president is right. And most of us know that that is the truth. And I don't believe everybody, people should be surprised, because I've had some governors reacting here and there. What they say on television, on radio, that no, it is not happening, except you get to the grassroots and ask those people. The president is not saying state governors were not doing their duties, but what he's saying is that why do they have to be interfering with the functions and the duties of local government? If you see most of the local governments now, most of them, the secretariats are overgrown with weeds. And they are not the local governments we used to know. In those days, local government used to be the beehive of activities, the beehive of governance. You see the people of the of the local community, they will be rushing to the local government secretariat. Is either they have been awarded contracts for cover to do this, to do that. You don't see that thing again. And that is what is affecting even our politics. That's what, will the president know what is happening in my local government? The president will not know. But it is only those people at that local area. That's why the Constitution, by our Section 7 of the 1999 Constitutions, guaranteed the establishment of local government. So, and the same Constitution makes provision for allocation of funds to local government for their duties as spelled out in the 4th schedule of our Constitution. But that money will have to pass through the state. And the state assembly also will now make law for the allocation of funds. Once it is allocated at the federal level, there is no condition that when it gets to the states, the the State House of Assembly should tamper with it. They are just to perform their constitutional rules and say, okay, this one should go to this local government, should go to that local government, so that those local government areas will be performing their functions. But people are not calling these people to account. It has happened in the past when a governor was organizing meetings, when people were saying it, people had raised it in the past, and in that meeting you will now be asking the chairman of local government, am I deducting your money? And the chairman will now say, oh, the government is not deducting our money. So is that the evidence for what they are saying? But do you see evidence of impressive governance at the local government level? No. And the people, you know, it's as if the people are in another form of slavery, and except people themselves are ready to break the yoke of slavery, it will continue like that. And it happens that it starts from the way we recruit our leaders.
Okay.
Now, what is common is that once a governor is in a state by a political party, he will make sure that all those who win elections to the various local governments are members of his political parties. And so they will be the choice, so that they will be dictating to them. Except that one changes, and people can think out of the box that the chairman of my local government does not need to belong to the same party with the governor. That is, if people themselves look for credible people at their local government, even if they say, okay, this is the party of the governor, this and that, if they see a credible person, let us bring them forward to come and. Therefore, if there is any disagreement on all these things we are talking about, the chairman of that local government that is different from the party of the governor can look the governor straight in the face and can take necessary steps under the law to protect his local government. But what you have now is that even if it is in the same political party, people at the local level are allowed to choose their councillors, their chairmen, people who are independent minded, and the people themselves want good governance. They should be able to look the chairman in the face, those councillors, and say, this thing must go to my ward. The local government chairman must be able to look the governor in the face and say, in my local government, these are the things I want to do, because I want to have good legacies. But people don't bother about that one, and it is not the responsibility of the leadership alone, the followership alone, themselves have a job to do, and that is in the area of recruitment, like I've said.
Yes. Why is it that the president is coming out this time after spending almost 8 years in office to tell us that the state governments are stealing funds meant for the local government areas?
I thought as much. I thought as much myself, but it is better late than never. Maybe if the in politics, people do so many things for selfish interest. Maybe if he had said that one much earlier, they may not vote for his political party. But at this level, that is even coming out is sufficient for us, because nobody can say he doesn't know what he's saying, because you know he's the president, but it comes from the local government. He's talking from experience. Those of us that are not in this local government, we have local government areas in our own state, and we have said, what are those things happening there? If you go to some local governments, the roads that were motorable in 1950, they have now become overgrown with weeds. At least we should be making progress. And there has never been any break in governance. If this party is not in government, another party will be in government. What are they doing? That is the problem. Yes, we cannot throw the baby away with the bathwater. The president came late, but at least he has come.
He even said that there is a particular local governor who, because he wanted to be the all-in-all, appointed caretaker chairman,
Yes.
caretaker military councillors, and was dictating to them and was taking their money.
So he can control them.
And
Control them.
the president was particular about two things. Governors wanting to be the overall leader.
And to lord it over, yes.
Two, governors wanting to steal money.
Yes.
Now,
That's also
the president knows this. Though you have said it's better late than never, but talking at this time without concrete steps to identify and name and prosecute
particular people.
Yes. I think, he made this pronouncement at the presentation of the Course 44 of Senior Executive. They think tank of the nation. And he said, we were not given the opportunity to know their recommendations. So, and he has promised to implement those recommendations.
Yes.
And I believe those recommendations must include policies that will address this issue so that there will be reformation at the local government level that will ensure that the dividends of democracy as conceived by the Constitution will get to the people at the grassroots. But like I said, the people themselves must be intentional about it. What is happening now is that so many strange things happen, and they will say one pig-headed leader is the one that is responsible for it. If something is bad and you have somebody who is just one person as a leader, why can't you move against that person and look for another credible person and support the person? Somebody you think can lead you to where you want to go. Why are we docile? I'm talking about the followership.
Yeah. But let's talk about the Constitution. Is the Constitution true not guilty by making the local government an appendage of the state? At least there are certain portions of the Constitution that should be deleted if the local government are to function optimally.
Yes, let me say something. As a lawyer, I've always said there is no law that could be absolutely perfect. But what we need is the operators. If we have people of proven integrity who knows the right thing, they can still do the right thing within the context of the Constitution. Like I said earlier on, even the National Assembly has a role to play in the establishment of local government. That's why most of the local, I don't know, what do they call it? Maybe local area or operating areas or something like that. That's why they don't call them local government, because the National Assembly has not approved.
Yes,
it.
Call them
So, but it's SCDA, development area.
Yes.
Development area. That's a way of going around the Constitution without breaching it. And if you want to do the right thing, you can do the right thing. Even with this Constitution, if we are waiting for the amendment of Constitution, it will take years. What we need are people of proven integrity, people that are disciplined, and they really have the interest of the people at heart, and they are not going into government to enrich their pockets, but they want to leave good legacies. They want to build good reputation. Those are the things that we need to address this situation. Like I said, if the federal government allocates money to the local government, they will do it in such a way that the money meant for all the local governments in the state will be sent to that state, I believe for convenience. And when it comes, the State House of Assembly also make law. Why can't the State House of Assembly make laws in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution that will enable those local governments to carry out their duties? And so if they refuse to do it, their people can now call them
To question.
Those are the things. No constitution is perfect.
Yeah.
The constitution of the USA is just 19 chapters. Go and look at our own. It's almost 300. What are we saying there? And things are going and things are going right there. That is even that. What of UK? Britain that has unwritten constitution.
Yes, unwritten.
And they follow their culture. Have you ever seen anybody fighting who is not from the royal family saying he wants to become queen or king?
I wonder what will happen if we have an unwritten.
Are we not the same human beings? Are we not the same human beings? That's why we need people of integrity who want to lead. Then again, like I always said, governance is the body, the leadership bring body on the people by the emolument of political office holders. If we reduce them, in the past, going to the Senate or House of Rep, people used to receive sitting allowances. If you do it that way, or even the post of the government, yes, the governor of a state, if the local governments are allowed to function, they are giving their money, you will see less people wanting to become governors. Because they won't have sufficient money to steal. But because they have so many, people would want to go and operate at the local government level. That is people who want to serve the people. If it is not about their selfish interest.
Yes.
So, but even if you see all those people, they are elected, go and do this, go and do that, they will begin to do different things entirely. Because they will be comparing themselves. Somebody who is the chairman of local government, now if he's exposed to some money now, he will now begin to think of how he will become governor. So when somebody who is serving as a local government chairman is planning to become a governor or to go to House of Rep or to go to Senate, thinks about nomination form. Why will he not steal money? So most of the people you have in government today, most of the people, they are not the people that have the interest of the people at heart. Otherwise, we will not be talking like this. We won't be having the problem of that. They don't do this one in the local government, they don't do that. If they allow them, let the money go to them directly. And apart from that, why should they be fighting that even the State House of Assembly should be separate in terms of funding? I think they went to court some other time when they said, no, they don't want them to be independent. What is the problem with that? 3 arms of government, one is to make law, one is to execute law.
Yes.
Then why are you fighting the other? What is your problem? So it's about the people, it's about us, like William Shakespeare, that says the fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings. If people decide they are complacent and continue to be slaves, too bad.
Thank you very much. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ohun tí àgbéyẹ̀wò lábala yìí ni ẹ̀sùn tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari fi kan àwọn gómìnà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí wípé ńṣe ni wọ́n ṣe àfọwọ́ra àwọn owó tó jẹ́ tìjọba àbílẹ̀ tí ò jẹ́ káwọn ìjọba àbílẹ̀ ò lè dìde tó sọ wọ́n dakú rẹ̀ tẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo tí òfin láàlẹ̀ fún wọn láti ṣe wọn ti ẹ̀ lè ṣe kankan nù rẹ̀ mọ́. kódà bẹ́ẹ̀ bá déjọba àbílẹ̀ míì ní ìsìn ẹ rò wípé bóyá àwọn ilé tí wọ́n ti pàtì tí ò sẹ́ni tí ń gbé bẹ mọ́ ni. Barrister Awoniyi Alabi tí wọ́n mọ̀ ti fún tẹ̀dọ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àwọn ní àlejò wa tí wọ́n ti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rẹ̀. Nígbà tí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari wò ó wípé tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pé tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà àwọn alága ìjọba àbílẹ̀ tẹ̀ ń wò yẹn kì í ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ o àwọn gómìnà ni ẹkùn tí ń dààmú Ọlọ́run tó wò wọn tí wọ́n ń jí owó wọn o gbogbo ọba ààrẹ ṣe sọ gẹ́lẹ́ nìyẹn ó ní wọ́n ń jí owó wọn náà ẹ̀tọ́ wo ni wọ́n ní láti jí owó ìjọba àbílẹ̀.
Bí àgbékalẹ̀ òfin bí òfin orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà bó ṣe fìdí ìjọba àpapọ̀ múlẹ̀ ló fìdí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ló sì fìdí ìjọba tí ẹsẹ̀ kò fún tágbé local government tó fi múlẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba àpapọ̀ wọ́n á sì fowó ránṣẹ́ sí ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo owó tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba àbílẹ̀ tó wà nípìnlẹ̀ òfin náà sì tún sọ pé tó bá dé ìpínlẹ̀ o ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin ìpínlẹ̀ àwọn náà ó sì tún ṣètò bí wọ́n á ṣe pín owó lọ sí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ òfin ò sọ pé nígbà tó bá dé ìpínlẹ̀ o kí gómìnà tàbí àwọn tó wà nílé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin ẹ mú tiyín o kẹ́ tó kó ìkù fún alága ṣùgbọ́n ibi tán ti ń ṣe yẹn ló ti di pé wọ́n ń tọwọ́ bọ owó kó tó dé ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àwa tí a ti gbọ́njú díẹ̀ tá a ti rí bọ́n ṣe ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ rí bóyá ní nǹkan bí 30 ọdún 20 ọdún gan sẹ́yìn ẹ rí i pé lásìkò ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ni àwọn aráàlú fi mọ̀ pé ìjọba wà torí gbogbo àwọn tó bá wà ńbẹ̀ àwọn tí ń ṣòṣèlú ńbẹ̀ àwọn tí ń ṣe ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ńbẹ̀ ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa lọ torí wọ́n fún wọn níṣẹ́ níbẹ̀ bóyá kan sọ pé kan lọ gbẹ́ gọ́tà bóyá kan sọ pé kan lọ mọ nǹkan kan bóyá kan sọ pé kan lọ kọ́ ilé ìwòsàn tàbí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ tàbí kan tún iná ṣe ní títì gbogbo ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ in the local government ṣùgbọ́n àgbòrú yẹn máa ń sùn tẹ́ a bá dé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ local government ẹ rò pé ibi tí wọ́n ti lò rí wọ́n ilé tán ilé oko láyé ọjọ́ oko tó máa ń lọ dá sí inú igbó tó jìnnà tán wá kọ́lé kan tí wọ́n mọ̀ gbé tán pè ní farm settlement ẹ rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kódà ilé wọn gan ẹ rí i pé ọ̀dà gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣí tán wọ́n kàn lọ ọbẹ̀ wọ́n kàn fi ń ṣe ibi pé local government ní àwọn tó wó bá ti dé bóyá wọ́n lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bóyá nínú igbó náà ni wọ́n gbàdé ní ọ́fíìsì wọn ni tí wọ́n pè owó wọ́n sì kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. èyí tí ààrẹ sọ òótọ́ ni gbogbo wa la sì mọ̀ àwọn tó ń kópa nínú ìjọba àtàwọn tí ò kópa nínú ìjọba torí n ta fi mọ̀ ní pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ kò rí bó ṣe máa ń rí láyé àtijọ́ ìyẹn ò ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn èèyàn fúnra káàrẹ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn aráàlú ló ti sọ àwọn gómìnà kan pé wọ́n ń gbowó ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ bí wọ́n sọ lédè òyìnbó lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé wọ́n wá pè mí tí wọ́n á bi alága léèrè pé ṣé mo gbowó local government jẹ ẹni tí wọ́n jọjọ jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tó jẹ́ òun ló fi síbẹ̀ tó yẹ pé tó bá sọ tó ta kò ní délé tí wọ́n fi yọkù. so àwọn aráàlú náà sì mọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ìmọ̀ràn mi fún àwọn aráàlú tí èèyàn ẹrú tí ò bá fẹ́ kú lọ́dọ̀ olówó rẹ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ ló kù sí ṣùgbọ́n tí ẹrú bá fẹ́ kúrò yóò jàjàgbara ọ̀nà olè ẹrú fi lè jàjàgbara ẹ pa òṣèlú olówó tì ẹ pa òṣèlú pé ẹnìkan yóò wá pàṣẹ lé lórí ẹ̀yin aráàlú ẹ ronú pé kí lẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ní ìlú yín ẹni tó bá wá polongo ògùn ẹ sọ fún pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ bó bá jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú yín o fẹ́ ká dìbò fún ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága ìbílẹ̀ ìwọ fẹ́ ká dìbò fún ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí councillor ward ní wọ́ọ̀dù wa bóyá ilé ìwòsàn la fẹ́ ò lọ́ bá kọ̀ ọ̀nà kan ni ò dá tí ò lọ́ bá ṣe tí wọ́n sì lọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n ò sì ní gbowó lọ́wọ́ rẹ tí wọ́n ò bá gbowó lọ́wọ́ rẹ òun náà ò lè lórí láyà kó débẹ̀ kó mọ̀ ṣe bótú ṣùgbọ́n bàtà àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan bá ti pè é sẹ́yìn tán gbowó tàbí kan kó jàgídíjàgan wọ́n pé bí wọ́n pé kótó tó òun náà bá ti dán owó tán bá ń pín ìdí ètò náà mú lọlé láti state náà tán bá ti fálága nígbà wọn ọba fún un tó bí ààrẹ ṣe sọ òṣìṣẹ́ wà ní local government tí wọn ọba sanwó oṣù fún wọn pariwo òun ó wàá yọ ọgbẹ sálárì tó kù ni èyí tó bá kù díẹ̀ tó náà bá ní kó wọn máa ná eléyìí ó ní mú kankan délé wọn ó sọ pálága lọ ó dìgbà gbogbo ní ti ń jẹ́ ìjọba yìí èmi ò mọ ìmọ̀ràn tí àwọn tọ́sẹ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ fún ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìyóò kó wà mbẹ ìmọ̀ràn tèmi ni pé dípò olówó rẹpẹtẹ tó lóṣèlú ń gbà ẹ jẹ́ ká tún èrò wa pa kí a sọ pé ká máa gba owó ìjókòó ẹni tó bá nìkan ṣe ni ó lọ sòṣèlú ni ó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe kánsílọ̀ ni ó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣàlágà ni ó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe ọ̀nàrẹ́bù bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe láyé ìjọ nù tí àwọn ẹ̀ ṣe láṣeyọrí tí wọ́n ṣe ní orúkọ rere ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ń ṣe ń sìn tí wọ́n bá ti kú òun bẹ̀ tán kò sóòkọ rere kan nígbà tí èèyàn bá lóun ṣàlágà lọ́dún 3 lọ́dún 4 tí wọn ò rí nǹkan tọ́ka sí nǹkan gbòógì pé
báyìí la ṣe fara rẹ
nǹkan ló gbèsè àyàfi pé òun náà àwọn èèyàn náà lọ kọ́lé epo tàbí ń kọ́ bí tí ó ti kọ́lé sí mi tí ó ti kọ́lé sábùjá èèyàn náà ni òun náà wá di olóṣèlú kò ní ṣiṣẹ́ mi mọ́ òun náà wá di ọ̀gá yóò mọ̀ pàṣẹ.
tó yẹ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ fòṣèlú ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe.
níta sọ náà ó yẹ kólúkálukú ní tólúkálukú bá níṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ìyẹn àkọ́kọ́. èkejì, tí owó tán sì ń san fún olóṣèlú tó dipò mú tí ò bá pọ̀
tàbí kí wọ́n má tiẹ̀ sára rárá.
kán mọ fún ẹ ní owó òjò pé wọ́n wá pàdé lónìí o owó òjò kò yín lélẹ̀ ẹni tó bá fẹ́ sìn yóò lọ rẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni nǹkan tó wá ya àwa ọmọ nàìjíríà lẹ́nu ní orí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tí ààrẹ buhari sọ yìí kí ni ìdí tó fi jẹ́ wípé àsìkò yìí ààrẹ buhari níṣẹ́ tó sọ tó jẹ́ pé ó kù bí oṣù bíi mélòó kan fún láti padà sílé kó kúrò ní orí àpèrè ìjọba.
gbogbo wa la mọ̀ òṣèlú kò ní lè sọ bóyá ní ọdún mẹ́rin àkọ́kọ́ nígbà tí ń gbèrò kó o fẹ́ lọ ọdún mẹ́rin kejì tó bá sọ wọ́n lè takò báwọn ò ní jẹ́ ó padà sí ààrẹ ṣùgbọ́n àwa lè sọ pé nǹkan yí ọmọ lára àwa sọ ọmọ nù tàbí àwọn gbọ̀pẹ́ ìdọ̀tí wà lára ohun tí wọ́n fi ń wẹ̀ á lè sọ ọmọ nù kọ́sẹ́kọ́sẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ gbé ọmọ nù ó tiẹ̀ da tó sọ ó sọ nísìn àwọn gómìnà kan wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ònáwó ìjọba àwọn kan pé yẹn dà àwọn náà mọ̀ pé kò tọ́ kò tọ̀nà kí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ kó mọ̀ náwó ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àwọn kan ti sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá ẹ̀rọ ni o bóyá òótọ́ ni o ṣùgbọ́n ètò ṣe pàtàkì jù ó ní kí á jẹ́ kí òfin wa kó ṣiṣẹ́ bá a ṣe kọ sílẹ̀ kò sí òfin kan tó pé àwa èèyàn ni a lo òfin fún ìrọ̀rùn gbogbo wa ìdí yẹn tá a fi gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ wá àwọn èèyàn tó gbọ́n tí wọ́n mọ̀ tara wọn nìkan tí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ aráàlú tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe ilé àwọn nìkan ni ibà ti lè múyàn tí wọ́n ronú bí nǹkan kò tiẹ̀ mọ́ tí wọ́n lọ kọ́ hospital maternity sí gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ kùkú tí wọ́n ronú pé báwọn ò tiẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ní ọrọ̀ ajé wọn wọ́n á wá lànà lọ sí oko wọn tó fi rọrùn wọ́n bá fẹ́ kó nǹkan èrè oko wọn wá sọ́jà wá tà ìtàn pè níjọba ni àbóyá ní ìlú tí ń dàgbà sí o àwa fẹ́ kọ́ ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ kí àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn kó mọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ń sọ lórí ìjọba ni ó máa ronú gbogbo yẹn nítorí pé nítorí fi fìyàn sọ lórí ìjọba ni pé àgbà o pé lásìkò ọgbọ́n jù wá lọ ó lè lo ọgbọ́n rẹ fún ìrọ̀rùn wa ó sì kó máa rí o.
ẹ ṣeun ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ti rí ẹ̀kọ́ tó nítumọ̀ ní orí ètò yìí pàápàá jùlọ lórí ẹ̀sùn tí ààrẹ buhari fi kan àwọn gómìnà wípé àwọn ni wọ́n ń jẹ́ kó wo àwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ó yẹ kó fò lọ tí àtìmọ́bí tí owó ọ̀hún fò lọ sí. tó lórúkọ olóòtú ètò yìí ọ̀làdàyọ̀ ọ̀lànìpẹ̀kun àti olóòtú àgbà akínọlá owólabí mo kí àlejò wa amòfin awóníyí alábí pé wọ́n kó atótónu látàárọ̀ àjíǹde ara yóò máa jẹ́ bùnmi.
It is on this note we shall be calling it a day on this week's edition of Saturday Morning Trades, and we hope you enjoyed today's edition of the program, and we are wishing you a very memorable weekend. I'm Olukumi Ajiboye Agbola. Just be safe and do the right thing to make the society habitable for all.
We now go for the commercial segment of the program, which is a sponsored program by Living Above Poverty Organization, LAPO. Happy viewing.
We at LAPO are committed to poverty eradication. We equally believe that the battle against poverty requires the effort of everyone.
Hello, it's a beautiful day today, and you are on to Bridging the Gap, a program that is produced and sponsored by Lift Above Poverty Organization, LAPO, and Patience Nauko Nwana. And discussion this morning, we are going to be talking about women and conflict resolution. Women are significant players in the process of change and development, and their participation in mediation is essential for achieving peace, lasting peace in our society. So in the program this morning, we are going to be talking about the role of women in conflict resolution and peace building. And I have with me here Barrister Mrs. Ose Araho. Barrister, you are welcome to the program.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm very good. And you?
I'm fine.
All right. Barrister Mrs. Ose, she is a member of FIDA, that's the International Federation of Women Lawyers. And she was the former Assistant Secretary General of the organization FIDA. So with her, we are going to be talking about the role of women in conflict resolution and peace building. But before we continue, we are going to take the LAPO message. Please stay with us. Welcome back from LAPO message. All right, Barrister, let's go straight to our discussion by, let me ask you, what exactly is peace building and conflict resolution?
Peace building and conflict resolution, they are different.
Okay.
Peace building is that activity carried out to resolve an injustice meted on a country or a state through non-violent way. It could be through maybe early warning sign, you quickly intervene, try and solve it. Advocacy too, you can go on advocacy on that injustice being meted. It's just like women now not giving equal opportunities with men. That is an injustice to women. So this is aimed at solving this ugly situation. You quickly come out, use a non-violence way to solve it. It's not going to work.
That is peace
building.
Okay.
You don't use a violence way to build peace. You don't go violent. If there's anything that is not agreeable to you, you use a non-violence way. You can even use through negotiation. You talk about the issue. You talk about it. It could be maybe you feel, oh, this thing can cause so and so thing in future. You quickly address it in a non-violent way. That is peace building, so as to normalize that injustice.
Let's look at conflict resolution.
Okay, conflict resolution is mainly to end method and ways to end conflicts. Method and ways to end conflicts in a particular country. There could be conflict already, but it has to stop. The ways to do it. One, you can listen attentively. listen attentively. 2, you can communicate properly. That's the second method you can use to solve it, communicate properly. And also, thirdly, you could look at where the two sides weigh it and balance the issues. Then fourthly, use the win and win method. Win and win method. You may say this one won, the other one won. That is how to resolve conflicts.
I want to know, when you talk about conflict resolution, peace building, in a situation where people, when maybe people go on protests, they are protesting.
Yes.
What do you call that?
When they are protesting.
Yes.
And when they are protesting, you know, they are protests that are non-violent.
Yes.
Non-violent. It is peace building. It's not violence.
Okay, it's like drawing attention.
It's to draw attention to the ill, the injustice method.
Well, let's look at the issue of women now. Are women important in peace building?
Yes.
If you say that women are important, what are the roles? What roles do women play in conflict resolution and peacemaking?
The roles women play in conflict resolution. Let's go back to let's say the home. The home.
Yes.
To resolve conflict. They are caregivers, they are caretakers. They help to balance family. When there are issues at home, the woman comes out peacefully to resolve it. Even between a father and a son, they know how they resolve such. And you know, the way women are created, we're created by God. They are like, in fact, God created us to be peacemakers, to be gentle. So we know how to resolve issues that has to do with conflict. It's in us already.
It's inbuilt.
Yes, it's inbuilt. It's in us.
Okay, so women have
they have a major role to play in peace building. A lot of women are killed. Some of them are killed, raped. In fact, all sorts of abuses will be done. And also a woman will lose her husband during war, most of them. Children are being battered during war. So the women, they suffer most. And the children too, they suffer most. That is why they should be involved in what concerns them. Because war, when there is war is not a beautiful thing to behold. So that is why women should be involved. Before any war, there will be a way the women will talk to the different parties, maybe in their house. A leader will have a wife. The wife knows how to go to him to tell him that we don't need war. Let us settle this thing amicably. So that is why women should be involved. It's not just men. Women, at least. When during decision making, women should be involved. So that they will be able to say what concerns women. The men cannot do that for us. They don't even know much about what concerns women. The woman knows deep down in her heart what will benefit her and her family during war. That war is not a good thing to behold.
And another thing I think is that women ought to be involved in peace building and peacemaking, like you said, because a lot of times, like you said, they face the music.
Yeah.
And these people, the men are their husbands, the youth are their children.
Yes.
So they should be able to interact with them to resolve issues. But oftentimes you find that women are, the role they play is often limited by the society. Looking at the culture, they are not so, women are not supposed to be heard, they are supposed to be at the background. So oftentimes they are not included in discussions that has to do with peacemaking, peace building and all that. What are some other factors that contribute to this?
Well, a lot of women Education is one. A lot of women,
Yes.
they are not educated.
So it makes them to be timid.
Yes, they are timid. They won't even know
lack
what
the
they want. They will
confidence.
not know what they want. If a woman is educated, she can change a lot of things. I have seen in many places like that women, they make some decisions. They make decisions. Like the profession I'm in, the Nigeria bar. A woman, they don't take us as women. They take us as gentlemen of the bar. You can make decisions too. Nobody sweeps any decision or any input a woman is putting in a particular discussion under the carpet. It is considered. So with education, we can do a lot. Also, many women are not empowered. Empowerment is very important.
Very key.
Yes, they are not empowered. If even you are not educated, you have a very lucrative business that earns you some money. You can speak. A man cannot just shut you down like that. No. What are you saying? You will be very, in fact, you will be reverend in the society. Empowerment is another key that a woman needs. Also, the men and also the government, they should put law in place that women should be involved in peace making, peacekeeping and other decision making. I don't know if you remember, there is a charter, United Nations Charter 1325, which says women should be involved in peacekeeping because they have looked at everything. They feel women's input is very important.
Yes, women's input is very, very important. And like you've talked about, we are looking at the factors that hinder women now. We've talked about empowerment. And I think another issue here is the lack of mentorship.
Yes,
They don't have
that is very important.
anybody
too.
to look up to.
Lack of mentorship.
Yes, they don't have anybody to look up to, anybody to say, okay, this person is trying to bring me up, to develop the skill that is needed, negotiation skills and all that. Women don't have that. It's also a very important factor.
It is.
And again, there is the issue of resources. Women don't have, when like you said, empowerment. When you don't have like financial empowerment, like the resources are not there. How do you now come to sit how do you now come to acquire that position where you'll be able to put up your voice or raise your voice? You cannot. You will never be there where they are making decisions.
Yes.
There will be no respect. There will be no inclusion in such.
And also the mentorship you said. Yes. In fact, mentorship is another issue.
It's a barrier.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It's a barrier. But how many women are ready to listen to be mentored? Some of them, they feel they know too much. At times you want to mentor them about a particular thing. They will tell you they don't need it. In fact, our culture says the man is the head. We have to be we cannot talk, we cannot speak. So that's the problem of them accepting mentorship.
Look, the times are changing, and I think that women should also go with the tide.
They should. That is why there should be awareness, a lot of sensitization to women in communities, so that they can come out and be mentored.
Okay, let's quickly take a break here to bring you the faces of LAPO. And when we come back, we are going to be looking at how we can increase or we can enhance women's participation in issues of conflict resolution and peace building. Please stay with us.
Mrs. Olaide Fadeji. I'm selling clothes for Ikotu market at Lagos State. And there we dey sell market. I know Lapo since 30 years ago. And Lapo is a good microfinance. Now Lapo money I take start my business. Now I take sell my pikin go school. Now I take do all my life. Now Lapo be my life. Because if my pikin enter school now, I go say I no fear. I go carry my card, I borrow money, I will pay. And Lapo interest not too much. Lapo is for masses. It's for all women. Those women when they don't lose hope self, I will call them to Lapo meeting. Lapo is our husband. It's our papa, it's our everything. Lapo microfinance is our everything. For me, Lapo is my everything. I get some from Gafari number 31 and they said beer wholesale. Now Lapo money I take buy my bottle, all my bottle. Because that time na people wey get money dey start time. So I dey borrow Lapo money buy 30 bottles, buy 20 bottles, buy this thing. I can't get plenty bottles. Where I be wholesaler. Where I dey sell beer at that time wholesaler. Since that time, I dey do Lapo before I come market. Come start this one. My sister dey Dublin. Na him dey bring this one. I send money, e go help me bring am. I tell am say na Lapo money o. Even though they no clear my goods for inside pot, I go dey shout na borrow am o, make dem clear am o. I go pay Lapo o. So my life change, sha. Even Okada people, I carry them enter Lapo, they borrow money, they buy Okada. They do all those things. If you reach our meeting day, today is our meeting day now. You go see man, you go see woman, you go see plenty people. No day for myself wey person who go come and meet me. Because Nigeria no money now. I have problem. I want to kill myself. Say come. Wetin happen? You borrow Lapo small so go dey pay. Na me, everybody don turn me to this thing for Lapo for myself. Because everybody dem say go and meet Mama Ade, go direct, you go enter Lapo, you go pay. If we reach my meeting, all my meeting, ask my manager, everybody dey okay. They wear better clothes. We dey okay. Even for December, we take our we get money where we dey pay for Lapo, our union post. During December time, we collect and we buy 2 bags of rice. We share ourselves. We get the photo set. Lapo make us get savings. For my shop now, if I want to pay my shop rent, they hard me. You no go get problem. So your savings, we dey proud our savings. The money where they pay good, I say my savings, I won't take a risk 100,000. So that 100,000, I want to take and do something. So Lapo train us how we dey stay. Lapo train us how we go do this or do that. I dey tell people, say how I dey manage my business. I say I train for Lapo. Lapo train me how they do business. Lapo train me how they save money. Lapo train me how they ask for business. So I dey talk am for my meeting. Even for also yesterday, one woman want to go and buy. I say Lapo, I train for Lapo. How they do business o? How they put money out? How they save? How you go take your money? You want to buy 10,000? Don't buy more than 10,000. He say you be Lapo staff. I say I not be Lapo staff. I be Lapo member. Lapo is good. So the sincere Lapo is good. Lapo is good. Last 2 weeks, one woman come here saying big bank. He want to borrow us money. Where is your this thing? He say 100,000 is 36,000. I say wow. Interest of 100,000 36,000. I say for Lapo is 15,000 for 6 months. He just waka go. Because now every day they come here for our shop here. I say 36 for 6 months. Lapo is only 15,000 now. He say not be only Lapo I go dey do. I say na only Lapo I go dey do. I satisfy with Lapo.
Welcome back. Lapo is always ready and willing to support your business financially. And if you want to contact the organization, you can simply call the numbers on the screen and you'll get all the information you need on how to partner with Lapo Microfinance Bank. Okay, Barrister, let's look at how we can increase women's participation in peace processes.
Yes, we can increase women's participation in peace processes through, as I said before, a lot of awareness and sensitization on peace processes. In fact, we should go to the grassroots, catch them from the grassroots, sensitize them, educate them why they are important in peace building. So we talked about mentorship. Mentorship. There should be more mentorship. It should increase if it is done in maybe in the state level. It should be taken to world level. Bring those women out, mentor them on how to go about peace building. Also, we should our women should be educated. They should be educated. People should learn to send their girl child, taking from examples from us. We are educated. Send their girl child to school. When they are educated, they can come out to represent the women in any form. Then also empowerment. We should empower our women. Loans should be given to those that are farmers, that are into different kind of trade. Loans should be given to them. That will further bring them, step them up in the society to become better people, and they will be able to make decisions. Also, the men too should help the women too. They should help their wives. These cultural barriers that they say women should not be heard should stop. It should stop. In a community settings, women should be allowed to speak. Most communities, women are not allowed. But once they are in their community, like Ogwedio, women will not even go there. I think this should change and wear a new face. Women should allow, because we have a lot to do in peace building.
Okay, so is there any other thing you want to add to what you've been saying? I mean, maybe let's look at your advice to women now.
And my advice to women is that women should come out. Women should come out.
They should be interested.
They should come out and get interested. We have been talking of gender bias. That's what we have been saying.
Yes.
Gender bias. We are talking about it. If women don't come out, we will not succeed.
Well, thank you very much, Barrister, for taking time to come on the program this morning. Yeah, thank you so much. We've been talking about the role of women in conflict resolution and peace building. And our take from the program this morning is that women, who constitute half the world's population, are very, very important. In fact, women are the true strength of any nation. And that being the case, they must be recognized and they must be fully involved in all processes, in all strategies and efforts made at peacekeeping and peace building. That's how we'll end the program for today. And if you want to reach out to us, you can do that by calling the numbers on the screen. You can also reach out to us through text messages, or you can do that by sending us, maybe using our social media platforms to send us messages. We will get that and we'll respond to you. Till we come your way again. Peace. Bye-bye.
Special baby, a better man. I feel things way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own, thinking about life, thinking about you and me. How do you lose the one you love after giving Everyone's got that special baby. Oh, why? Now I only see you in my dreams. Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own thinking about life, or thinking about you and me. How do you lose the one you love after giving it all? You gave it up. Maybe my love wasn't enough. You think you know, but you never can. How do you lose your only plan? Well, darling, just give me one more chance, and I'll give you everything I have. I'll try to be a better. Well, darling, just give me one more chance, and I'll give you everything I have. I'll try to be a better man. I felt things when we were. Oh, why? Now I only see you in my dreams. Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own thinking about life, or thinking about you.
Saturday morning trip. We are taking you through two guest platforms. We have had the sports segment, we have had the newspaper review segment, and the commercial segment where we featured the documentary by the Living Above Poverty organization, LAPO. And I know that you may have benefited one or two things from today's edition of Saturday Morning Treat. And on behalf of the executive producer of the program, Akinola Owolabi, the producer, Oladayola Lepepo, and assistant producer, Abdul Jalil Adebisi, Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Let me hand you over to Bumi Ajiboye Agbola for the final roundup.
Yes, we sincerely thank you viewers for being with us on today's edition, on this week's edition of Saturday Morning Treat. And we hope you join our colleagues next week for our fresh package of the program. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. I'm wishing you a very beautiful weekend.
You and I had something special, baby. Something that you only see on movie screens. I know. Lately I've been missing you like crazy. Oh, why? Why'd you let me in just to let me go? Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own thinking about life, thinking about you and me. How do you lose the one you love after giving it all? You gave it up. Maybe my love wasn't enough. You think you know, but you never can. How do you lose your only plan? Well, darling, just give me one more chance, and I'll give you everything I have. I'll try to be a better man. I felt things when we were naked. I saw an angel, but they've hidden their wings. I know. Everyone's got that special baby. Oh, why? Now I only see you in my dreams. Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting